Do you sometimes wonder what's ahead for you? As years go by, we reach moments when everything around us feels different. We start asking big questions about our reason for being here, about feeling content, and about what really counts. But here's something important to know. Your later years aren't about sitting back and waiting for things to end. They're your chance to live more deeply, discover real meaning, and build a foundation of happiness. In this message, we'll explore the secrets of living with meaning and joy during your golden years. You'll learn why every moment you have is more valuable than gold and how to make each day special, starting right now. We'll talk about the strength in choosing joy today, the freedom to discover new purposes beyond careers, and how releasing old hurts can bring fresh peace and satisfaction. When we finish, you'll have real tips for embracing peaceful living, finding calm through letting go, and creating a foundation of happiness that will lift not only you but everyone in your life. You won't just learn how to grow older gracefully. You'll learn how to grow older with energy, meaning, and pure joy. So stay with me and learn how to change your life in ways you never imagined possible. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest doing so and turning on notifications so you won't miss any messages. Your support means everything to me, and if this message helps you, you can support me by liking and sharing it. If you connect with today's topic, please write 1 in the comments. If not, write 0 to help me understand how to create better content for you. Now let's start. Every moment you have left matters. Use it well. As we move through life, understanding how quickly time passes becomes clearer with each year. In our younger days, we felt like time went on forever, like looking at an endless sky. We rushed through days without really noticing them. Life's rhythm became so normal that we forgot how special each moment really is. But as years add up, something changes inside us. We start seeing things we missed before, how the sun creates a warm glow in early morning, how our bodies feel after sleeping well, the quiet times for thinking that were hard to find when we were busy and young. Each new day has a richness that wasn't there before because we've lived long enough to know how fast everything can change. Understanding time this way isn't scary, it's freeing. It's an invitation to live with more intention. The truth is, the time you have left, whether it's 10, 20, or even 30 more years, is an amazing gift. It's worth more than any money can buy. It's precious beyond words, and how you choose to use it will shape the rest of your life. This is where the beauty lies, the power to write your own story. As we get older, it's easy to think this phase is the end of something. But what if it's the start of something new? It's not the end of your journey, but a change in direction. Take a moment and ask yourself, what do I really want to experience with the time I have left? What will bring me joy and peace? These questions should guide you now because the answers are inside you. This is your chance to be free from duties that once controlled every choice. You don't need to give up your happiness for responsibilities anymore. I've learned over time that during years when I was busy with work and duties, I often gave up my happiness. I kept my head down, focused only on tasks, and put off my dreams for another time, another day. But now, in this season of life, I have the power to change that. I don't have to follow anyone else's rules anymore. This is my time to make choices. Based on what truly matters to me, I can choose joy, I can choose peace, and I can choose to spend my time in ways that feed my soul. And so can you. The time you have left is yours to treasure. It's yours to love and shape. Use it well. Fill your days with things that bring you peace and satisfaction, whether that's connecting with loved ones, finding a new passion, or simply enjoying the quiet that comes with peaceful moments alone. This is the time to enjoy life fully, to live without regrets, and to welcome each day with thankfulness. After all, time isn't just a gift, it's the most precious gift we have. Don't let it pass by without notice. Fill it with meaning, with purpose, and with love. Because this time, this chapter is yours and it's worth more than gold. Joy can't wait for tomorrow. If there's one deep lesson that life has kindly taught us by this age, it's that waiting for happiness is unwise and heartbreaking. How many times have you caught yourself saying, I'll be happy when the kids are grown, when the house is paid off, when I retire and can finally rest? But here's the hard truth. Happiness isn't something that magically shows up when you reach certain goals, no matter how many times you've told yourself it will. We're all guilty of this, thinking happiness is something that will come to us only after we've done certain things. But let's stop for a moment and be really honest with ourselves. How many times have we reached a goal only to find that the joy we thought would come with it stays just out of reach? So what's happening? Why does happiness always seem to slip away no matter how hard we try to catch it? It's simple. Happiness isn't found in the when. It doesn't come with a paycheck, a perfect family situation, or a retirement party. It's not something you can plan for your future. It's found right here, in this very moment. At this point in life, we simply don't have the luxury of waiting anymore. Time is too precious, and we deserve too much to push our joy to some distant, uncertain future. You deserve to feel joy, peace, and satisfaction not someday, but today, right now. Happiness is a choice, and it's one you must make every single day. It's not about perfect situations falling into place or your life going exactly as you planned. It's about intentionally choosing to find beauty, grace, and joy in the moments you have, even when things aren't perfect, even when everything feels out of control. The real magic is in the present, in the everyday moments that seem so small, but are actually what makes life so incredibly precious. Take a quiet moment to think about this truth. What truly brings you happiness right now? Not in a month, not after you finish that long to-do list, not when you think your house will finally be in order, but today. Is it the warmth of a good cup of coffee shared with a friend? The simple joy of a peaceful walk through nature, feeling the breeze on your skin? Or perhaps it's the sweet escape of a beloved book that takes you on an emotional journey. Whatever it is, make room for that joy. Don't let your days slip by waiting for a perfect moment that may never come. The moment you've been waiting for is here, in the now, and it's yours to embrace fully, wholeheartedly, without hesitation. If you are still watching this message and find these lessons helpful, please write 1 below to let me know you're still here with me. This is the gift we must give ourselves. Happiness isn't something we earn through achievements or put off for later. It's something we claim in the here and now. And if we're lucky enough to realize that, then every single moment is a chance to feel alive, grateful, and truly joyful. Break free from the work trap and find new purpose. For so much of our lives, we've been taught to believe that our value is tied to how much we accomplish, how hard we work, and how many achievements we can collect. From an early age, we learned that our worth comes from our productivity, the roles we play in society, and the recognition we receive. We worked tirelessly, climbed ladders, and gave up our time for external validation. For many years, that might have been the truth. Work and achievement may have been how we measured who we were. But as we grow older, something beautiful happens. We begin to realize that life has so much more to offer than that exhausting cycle. The idea that our purpose is only wrapped up in our jobs and our titles is one of the most limiting traps we can fall into. It's a trap that many of us unknowingly accept, only to find ourselves struggling with overwhelming loss when retirement comes. After decades of being defined by what we did, whether we were teachers, nurses, managers, or parents, when those roles are no longer part of our daily lives, it's easy to feel lost. Suddenly, there's this painful question that stays. If I'm not working, then who am I? For a moment, it feels like we're losing ourselves, like we're no longer contributing anything valuable to the world. But let me share a powerful truth with you. Purpose doesn't retire. It doesn't fade when we step away from our careers. It doesn't disappear just because we're no longer defined by the work we once did. Your purpose is not limited by a title or a job description. Now, as you enter this new phase of life, it's your time to redefine what gives you meaning, to explore what truly sets your soul on fire. Yes, this may feel uncertain at first. You might feel unsure, but trust me, this is the most freeing moment of all. Perhaps your purpose now lies in volunteering for a cause that has always touched your heart, offering your wisdom and experiences to guide younger people who are eager for guidance. Or maybe it's finally diving into those hobbies you set aside, thinking there was never enough time. It's about discovering new ways to feel alive and to experience joy in the simplest things. Your satisfaction can be found in quiet moments, learning something new, pouring love into your family, or just appreciating the beauty of the world without pressure to perform. You don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. You've earned your place in this world through years of dedication and hard work. Now the time has come to live for you, to live fully and without apology. You are not just a worker, a title, or a list of accomplishments. You are a soul with so much to offer, with so many stories left to tell, with experiences and love that only deepen with time. In this season of life, you have the precious opportunity to redefine your purpose, not by what you do, but by who you choose to be. You've already contributed enough through your work. Now it's time to contribute to yourself. Stop waiting for permission to enjoy life. For years, you've followed the path laid out for you. You've worked tirelessly, carrying the responsibilities of family, career, and all the things society expected of you. You've put in your time, made sacrifices, and dedicated yourself to meeting the needs of others, all while pushing down your own desires and passions. But now, as you find yourself in the later stages of life, a lingering question may arise: do I still need permission to live for myself? The simple answer is no. You do not need anyone's permission anymore. After so many years of being the dependable one, the one others turn to, and the one who always put everyone else's needs ahead of your own, it's time to step back and recognize that this time, this stage of life, belongs to you. You've more than earned the right to live fully for yourself. I know it can feel strange at first, perhaps even guilt-inducing. After decades of living for your children, your spouse, and your job, it's easy to fall into the belief that your needs and wants no longer matter. You might feel selfish even thinking about putting your happiness first. But here's the truth that I believe with all my heart. Prioritizing your joy is not selfish, it's essential. You've spent enough of your life tending to the needs of others. Now it's time to tend to your soul, to nurture your heart, and to invest in the things that make you truly happy. Imagine the joy that awaits you. If traveling the world has always been a dream of yours, why not finally take that trip? If you've always wanted to spend your afternoons in the garden, tending to flowers or growing vegetables, then make that happen. No more holding back. No more waiting for approval. The world doesn't need to give you permission to live your life. You deserve to enjoy every moment without hesitation, without worrying about what anyone else thinks. It's not just a right, it's your responsibility. By choosing to embrace what makes you happy, you're not being indulgent, you're being wise. You're replenishing your well-being, which in turn enriches everyone around you. By filling your cup, you have more to offer those you love. They will benefit from your joy, your peace, and your contentment. The more you give to yourself, the more you have to give to others. So stop waiting. The permission you need has always been inside you. This is your time to truly live without guilt, without second-guessing. You've given enough of yourself to others. Now it's time to give back to yourself. And in doing so, you'll discover a deeper connection to your happiness, one that not only enriches your life, but makes the world a better place for everyone you touch. You've earned it. The myth of work-life balance for seniors. The concept of work-life balance is something many of us have heard repeatedly throughout our careers. For years, it was an ideal that seemed just out of reach. A juggling act between meeting demanding job expectations and tending to our personal lives. We fought for this balance, hoping to squeeze in time for family, friends, hobbies, and our well-being, all while carrying the weight of our careers on our shoulders. It felt like a constant struggle, and often we found ourselves failing to achieve it. But now, as we reach or step into the golden years of retirement, the notion of work-life balance begins to take on an entirely different meaning, one that resonates with a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. At this stage in life, the equation changes. No longer are we trying to balance the demands of a career with the demands of life. Instead, the focus shifts entirely to life itself. Life is the center now, and everything else should orbit around it. The years ahead are far too precious to be spent doing things that don't ignite your soul and that don't bring you the joy, peace, and satisfaction you deserve after decades of hard work. If you're still working, that's perfectly fine. But the key here is to allow the balance to tip more toward what nourishes you emotionally, spiritually, and physically. This is the time to let go of the idea that your career defines you, because it doesn't. Work is no longer the centerpiece of your life. Your happiness, well-being, and the things that bring you joy must take the spotlight now. If you've already stepped into retirement, congratulations. You're entering a chapter where you can really embrace the beauty of life beyond work. You can shed that old skin of responsibility and obligation and allow yourself the freedom to truly live. Your time is now yours, a gift that you've earned through years of dedication and hard work. Fill it with things that truly matter to you, exploring new places, diving into passions and hobbies you've always put on the back burner, or spending precious moments with family and friends. The beauty of retirement lies in this newfound freedom. The freedom to choose how your days unfold without the constraints of a demanding job. It's about finding peace in quiet moments, savoring the slow rhythms of life that so many of us missed while we were chasing deadlines and climbing ladders. The balance you're seeking now isn't between work and life anymore. It's within life itself. It's about finding harmony within the hours of each day, discovering what truly makes your heart sing, and centering your life around that. This is the time to prioritize yourself, to honor the things that bring you joy and fulfillment, and to finally let go of the expectations that once weighed you down. It's time to live for yourself and embrace the beauty of living life on your terms. You've earned it, and now it's your turn to enjoy the freedom and happiness that retirement offers. So go ahead, embrace this new chapter with open arms, and let yourself be the person you've always wanted to be. The joy advantage. The real secret to staying. Young joy is so much more than just a fleeting emotion or a passing moment of happiness. It's a transformative, life-changing force that holds the power to shape and enhance the very core of your existence. Research consistently reveals a profound truth. Those who embrace joy tend to live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. This is known as the joy advantage, and what's so remarkable about it is that it's available to each of us no matter our age. It's a gift we can choose to unwrap at any stage of our lives. When you choose joy, it isn't just a temporary mood shift. It's a powerful change that takes place within your very body and mind. You might be amazed to know that when we experience joy, our bodies respond in extraordinary ways. Our immune systems grow stronger, our minds become sharper and more alert, and we find ourselves motivated to move, explore, and stay engaged with the world. The energy of joy isn't confined to our emotions. It spills over into our health and well-being in ways we often don't realize. This connection between joy and health is a reminder that happiness isn't just something we feel, it's something that impacts our vitality. But how can we find this joy, especially as we grow older? The truth is, cultivating joy in your later years requires more than just wishing for it. It takes intentional effort. It begins with choosing to find happiness in the everyday moments that surround you. It's in the laughter shared over a cup of coffee with a loved one, the satisfaction of pursuing a passion or hobby, or the quiet peace of taking a walk through nature. These seemingly small moments hold immense value. When you start to notice and appreciate these simple pleasures, you're opening the door to joy in the most profound way. In this fast-paced world, it's easy to believe that the secret to staying young can be found in the latest miracle pill or some elaborate cosmetic treatment. But the truth, one that's often overlooked, is that the real secret to staying young in mind, body, and spirit lies in our ability to embrace the life we're living right now, in all its beauty and imperfection. Joy isn't a distant dream. It's right here in the choices we make every day. When we prioritize happiness and gratitude, we do more than just enhance our day-to-day lives. We add years of richness and meaning to the years ahead. I truly believe that joy is a choice, a gift we give ourselves no matter the season of life we're in, and as you decide to nurture happiness, to seek out the moments that make your heart sing, you'll not only notice your life improving, but you'll find yourself feeling younger, more vibrant, and truly alive. So start today. Embrace joy with open arms. Let it fill your heart. Let it brighten your days and let it transform your life in ways you never imagined possible. It's never too late to change your life. One of the most heartbreaking and limiting myths we're often told as we age is that it's too late to change our lives, that somehow the best years are behind us and the window for reinvention has long since closed. But let me tell you from the depths of my heart, this couldn't be further from the truth. It's never, ever too late to transform your life. Age is just a number, a fleeting detail in the grand tapestry of your existence. What truly matters is the fire in your soul, the dreams that still pulse in your heart, and the courage to act upon them. If you are still watching this message and find these lessons helpful, please write 2 below to let me know you're still here with me. I've witnessed so many incredible stories of people who refuse to let age define them, who've taken bold, inspiring steps long after society told them their time had passed. It's not uncommon for someone to start a new career in their 60s, take on an entirely new skill in their 70s, or even fall in love with a new passion at the age of 80 or beyond. These stories are proof that it's never too late to change, to evolve, to breathe new life into your dreams. I firmly believe that the key to this is a heart that is open and willing to embrace the unknown. It's not about the years you've lived, but about the spirit that continues to yearn, to grow, and to live with purpose. So no matter where you are on life's journey, don't let age be an obstacle. If there's something you've always wanted to do, something that has stirred your soul for years, now is the time to do it. Go to that destination you've always dreamed of. Immerse yourself in a new language, pick up a hobby that excites you. Don't wait for some mythical perfect moment, because it's already here now in this moment. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest no matter what stage you're at. What I've learned is this: our potential is not dictated by the years that have passed. Your age doesn't define you, and it certainly doesn't limit you. As long as you're willing to challenge the status quo, to risk stepping into the unknown, you'll discover that the possibilities are limitless. Life will continue to surprise you if you allow it to. Age is just the backdrop. It's the willingness to change that makes the difference. Don't let anyone or anything tell you it's too late. The best is yet to come. Creating a legacy of joy. As we journey through life and inevitably grow older, our thoughts often turn to the idea of legacy. It's a reflection of what we leave behind, not just in terms of material wealth or possessions, but in the deeper, more meaningful aspects of who we were. What will people remember when they think of us? How will the lives of those we hold dear be touched by our presence, our actions, and the way we live our lives? Legacy isn't simply about what we accumulate. It's about the energy, the love, and the values we pass on to others, those invisible threads that continue to bind us to future generations long after we're gone. For me, one of the most profound and lasting legacies we can create is one of joy, a legacy that speaks of laughter, kindness, and unwavering love. It's the kind of legacy that doesn't fade over time, but continues to shine brightly through the lives of those we leave behind. When we choose to live joyfully, when we make an intentional effort to infuse each day with happiness and compassion, we inspire others to embrace life in the same way. The people we care about, our children, our grandchildren, our friends, will remember not the material things we gave them, but the way we made them feel, the warmth of our presence, the echo of our laughter, and the genuine love we shared will live on in their hearts. These are the memories that endure, the ones that bring comfort and a sense of connection even in the most challenging times. Every single day, with every choice we make, we are building our legacy. The way we live, how we engage with the world, and the love we offer others, all of these create the story of our lives, the story that will be told for generations to come. I truly believe that the choices we make today are the ones that shape the future, carving out a path that reflects our truest selves. Let your legacy radiate positivity and joy. Let it reflect the very best of you, the part of you that finds beauty in the simplest of moments, that holds love and kindness close, and that cherishes the fleeting time you have with those who matter most. Because in the end, the legacy we, Leave isn't measured by the wealth we accumulate, but by the love and joy we share with the world around us, and that is the most powerful legacy of all. Embracing gratitude. The key to fulfillment, if there's one practice that has the potential to radically transform the later years of our lives, it is without a doubt the practice of gratitude. We age. It becomes so easy to slip into the habit of dwelling on what we no longer have. Our youthful energy, our physical health, or opportunities that have slipped away like sand through our fingers. We may find ourselves reflecting on the things we've lost, on the parts of us that seem to be fading with time. But here's the truth. Gratitude is the force that can shift our perspective, pulling our gaze away from the absence and drawing us into the abundance that still surrounds us. Gratitude is not just about the obvious, the monumental. It's not only about being thankful for the big milestones, the moments that stand out. Rather, it's about the small fleeting moments, the ones that are easy to overlook if we're not paying attention. The soft touch of a loved one's hand, the quiet comfort of a warm cup of tea in the morning, the way the light pours into a room at the end of the day, the laughter of children, the comforting presence of a loyal pet. These everyday moments, when fully appreciated, are the ones that carry the most profound sense of fulfillment. In my personal experience, gratitude has been a quiet yet powerful force. It's often the simplest things that make my heart swell with a deep sense of thankfulness. The cool breeze on my face, a call from an old friend, or the smile of a stranger when our eyes meet. Those are the moments that, if we stop to savor them, can fill us with a quiet joy that is so often underestimated. These small, seemingly insignificant things remind us that life, even in its later years, is full of beauty and joy. And if we're willing to embrace them, we find that there is so much more to be thankful for than we ever realized. There is so much science that backs this up. Studies have repeatedly shown that those who take the time to practice gratitude regularly are not only happier, but also healthier and more content with their lives. Gratitude has the extraordinary power to reduce stress, bring peace in times of difficulty, and improve our emotional and physical well-being. It teaches us to acknowledge that even when things feel hard or uncertain, there is always something, no matter how small, that we can appreciate. And in that appreciation, we find peace. It's like a gentle balm for the soul. I believe that one of the most beautiful ways to invite this peace into your life is by making gratitude a daily practice. Start small. Start simple. Before your feet even touch the ground in the morning, close your eyes for a moment and think of 3 things you are thankful for. It doesn't have to be grand, just honest, heartfelt things. Maybe it's the warmth of your bed, or the fact that you woke up to see another day. Maybe it's a quiet moment with your thoughts. Whatever it is, let that feeling of gratitude wash over you and allow it to set the tone for the day ahead. The more you practice, the more you will realize how rich your life truly is. I've learned in my journey that when we embrace gratitude, we aren't just looking for the extraordinary, we're looking for the beauty in the ordinary. And when you start looking for it, you'll see it everywhere. The richness of your life, the abundance, is not measured by what you've lost. It's measured by what you've still been given. And that, my friend, is enough. 10. Finding peace through forgiveness. The years pass by. We often find ourselves burdened by the weight of past regrets, mistakes, and unresolved conflicts. These emotional burdens, though once manageable, tend to grow heavier as we age. They cling to our hearts and minds, casting long shadows over the present moment and robbing us of the peace and joy we deserve. Each passing year seems to add another layer to the emotional weight we carry, making it harder to experience the freedom of living fully in the now. But there is a powerful truth, one that holds the potential to transform our later years. Forgiveness is the key to true inner peace. I have come to deeply understand that forgiveness is not just about offering grace to others, but more profoundly, it's about gifting that grace to ourselves. It's the freedom we give ourselves when we decide to release the shackles of resentment and bitterness. This act of forgiveness, whether for others or ourselves, can be one of the most liberating, healing acts of our lives. In our hearts, We often hold on to the belief that forgiving someone else is an act of kindness toward them. In reality, forgiveness is one of the most compassionate things we can do for ourselves. It's an act of self-love. When we hold on to grudges or unresolved anger, we allow these negative emotions to dictate our lives, cloud our thoughts, and trap us in an endless loop of past hurt. It's as if we're wearing chains that prevent us from walking freely. Over time, we become prisoners of our thoughts, constantly replaying old wounds, rehearsing painful moments, and dwelling on regrets that we cannot change. As we age, it becomes crucial to ask ourselves, what am I still holding on to that is preventing me from truly living? Is it bitterness toward a family member who hurt you years ago? A friendship that ended badly? Or even the harsh judgments you've cast upon yourself for mistakes made long ago? It's so easy to hold on to these things, thinking that somehow they are part of our identity. But the truth is, they are not. They are just heavy burdens that weigh us down, keeping us from embracing the peace that is waiting for us. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting what happened or excusing the actions that caused us pain. It doesn't mean pretending that nothing ever went wrong. Forgiveness is not about the other person at all. It's about what you choose to release from your heart. It's about saying to yourself, I no longer allow this to control me. I'm letting go so that I can live with lightness, with freedom, with peace in my soul. It's about finding the strength to free ourselves from the emotional grip that those painful memories have on us, and instead choosing to embrace the fullness of life we deserve, free of the anger, resentment, and regret that once ruled us. Now, at this stage in life, I believe it is time to let go. We've lived long enough to know that the things we hold on to often aren't worth the price we pay. Life is far too precious to spend it in mental and emotional chains. Forgiveness isn't a sign of weakness. It is a profound act of strength, and it allows us to step into our future with peace, clarity, and the freedom to truly enjoy what remains of this precious time we have. So what is it that you're still holding on to? Ask yourself honestly, what can I finally release to find peace, joy, and freedom in my heart once again? Now is the time, and you deserve it. Embracing a life of purpose as we journey through life, it's not uncommon to reach a point where we feel as though our best years are behind us. The weight of time, the passing of milestones, and the inevitable changes that come with aging can sometimes leave us feeling lost or uncertain about what lies ahead. But here's the profound truth. It's never too late to embrace a life of purpose. In fact, for many, the later years can bring an incredible rediscovery of meaning, joy, and direction that perhaps they never truly experienced in their earlier years. Purpose, in its deepest form, is the very thing that keeps us alive. Truly, living, not merely existing. It is the spark that lights the way through even the darkest days. When we have a purpose, we wake up every morning with a reason to rise, to embrace the new day with vigor and anticipation, no matter how many years we've lived. Whether it's the love of family, the bonds of friendship, or the desire to leave a legacy behind, purpose is the fuel that propels us forward. For some, the purpose is rooted in relationships, the joy of nurturing those we love and being a pillar of support for others. For others, it may come from a burning passion or the deep-seated wish to make an impact in the world, no matter how small that impact may seem. Perhaps it's the desire to learn, to grow, to share wisdom gathered over a lifetime. For me, I believe, the purpose is about finding something that speaks to the soul, a reason to push through the mundane and connect with the deeper parts of ourselves. There are countless ways to find purpose, no matter where we are in life. We often assume that our time has passed, but in truth, our possibilities are endless. Whether it's through volunteering and making a difference in someone else's life, mentoring younger generations and passing down wisdom, or simply diving into a new hobby that excites our hearts, purpose can manifest in so many beautiful, unexpected forms. Maybe you've always dreamed of picking up a paintbrush, or perhaps you've yearned to start a small garden. Maybe now is the time to start that book club, or even to write down your memoirs sharing the lessons and adventures of your life with those who come after you. These pursuits, no matter how simple they may seem, can breathe life into our days and bring meaning where we least expect it. If you are still watching this message and find these lessons helpful, Please write 3 below to let me know you're still here with me. In my heart, I truly believe that it's never too late to discover the extraordinary that exists within the ordinary. Every stage of life, every chapter we write, holds the potential for incredible fulfillment. And when we allow ourselves to open up to this, we realize that purpose isn't something that belongs only to the young. It's something that continues to unfold and grow with us, no matter how old we are. 12. The beauty of slow living. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly pressured to do more, achieve more, and hurry through every moment. It's as if life is pushing us to keep up without ever stopping to take a breath. But there's something so profoundly beautiful and freeing about slow living, something that feels like a much-needed balm for the soul. Slow living offers us an alternative that isn't just about slowing down. It's about reconnecting with ourselves, with the world, and with the people who matter most. At its heart, slow living is about embracing a way of life that values quality over quantity. It's about permitting ourselves to be present in each moment, rather than constantly racing ahead. So often we get so wrapped up in the pressures of doing and achieving that we forget to truly experience the life we've worked so hard to create. When we slow down, we rediscover the beauty of simplicity, the feel of a cool breeze on your face, the sound of rain tapping against your window, or the quiet joy of a moment shared with a friend. These are the things that slow living teaches us to treasure. As we grow older, the pace of life often naturally slows, but it doesn't have to be seen as a loss. It can be a gift. Slowing down doesn't mean we lose purpose or excitement. It means we find new ways to experience joy. There's something magical about savoring life in the quieter moments. Picture yourself waking up early, enjoying a warm cup of tea while the world outside is still waking up. Or perhaps you take a gentle walk in nature, breathing in the fresh air, feeling each step grounded in the earth. Maybe it's spending time with loved ones, really listening to their stories, enjoying the sound of their laughter without the worry of time slipping away. This is what slow living offers, the gift of truly living, not just existing. One of the greatest joys of embracing this lifestyle is the power it gives you to shape your days. In a world that often makes us feel like we are merely reacting to life, slow living allows us to be the architects of our time. It's about making choices that bring joy and peace, no longer being swept along by the tide of endless demands. You get to create a life that feels rich and fulfilling, not because you're doing more, but because you're choosing to be present with what truly matters. To me, slow living is the path to deep satisfaction. It's not about avoiding challenges or pretending that life isn't demanding at times. It's about realizing that true contentment comes from living on your terms, with intention. It's a lifestyle that nurtures the things that matter most: your relationships, your health, and your passions. When we slow down, we give ourselves the space to appreciate each day for what it is, not for what we wish it could be or what we think we should be doing. In the end, slow living isn't just a way to escape the noise. It's a way to embrace the beauty of each small moment and create a life that feels like home. As we reflect on the beauty of slow living, I hope you've been inspired to embrace a slower, more intentional pace in your own life. We've learned that slowing down isn't about losing purpose or excitement. It's about finding joy in the small, often overlooked moments. It's about living with intention, savoring the present, and choosing what truly matters. So what's one thing you've learned from today's message that you can begin to practice in your own life? I'd love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this message, don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Let's continue to grow together and make every moment count. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next message.